All right, here we go.
We don't know what we don't know, and here we are, everyone.
Start the show.
What are we doing?
Nothing serious.
Oh, we're doing Band of Brothers, dude. Episode 5.
Stop yelling at us.
Don't yell at me.
I hear a lot less than you hear.
I will smash this entire set.
What is smashing?
I'm kind of picturing it right now. What's up, hey.
Let's not all talk at once.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Beers and Breakdowns. Today we're going to be taking a look at episode 5 of Band of Brothers.
Amos got on white headphones.
Can you take a picture?
I'm going to take a picture so you guys can see.
We're going to take a picture of him and then post it on the screen right now because he looks ridiculous.
With his headphones and his beard. He's like, he's happy to be here. Look at this guy.
He looks like Shane Gillis right now, like stuck in a corner, drunk as on his 45th Budweiser. What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Beers and Breakdowns. In this episode, we're doing another episode of an amazing show, which you guys are like you guys are becoming low-key violent about us finishing this series.
Yes.
It's becoming threatening. Whoa! Not cool, dude.
And canceled. Might as well shut this production down. You were like, I just wanted to watch a Band of Brothers reaction. Here we are 40 minutes into it.
Come on, Nick.
Choke on
Let's go.
Everyone needs to be in the show.
Come on, something's up, strange orders.
Okay, go ahead.
Watch.
Let's go. Come on, you got 10 minutes.
Oh,
Come on. Let's go.
leave me alone.
Okay.
Oh.
God damn it. Oh, that's my own piss, for Christ's sake.
Oh, Lieutenant Winters is a
That's
dude.
hilarious. Like,
Sorry, Captain Winters.
You know what's funny is how realistic that is, because
Oh,
anytime
there's piss bottles everywhere.
because you don't want to get up and go to the bathroom, which is normally quite a walk, especially so SFAS is the same way. If you ever do any kind of winter mountaineering, like you just pee in bottles to keep you warm at night, but you just don't want to walk to the pisser. So to have a piss bottle or something is pretty realistic. So
Yeah, and imagine your piss bottle getting poured on your face.
Hey, that'll wake you up quick.
Yeah, it's like if I didn't respect the man so much, I would be punching him right in the mouth.
Oh, dude. Either way, like that's
It's like, but dude, you're a good man.
but
You saved a lot of people. I really like you. I just love this overall scene because Captain Winters is such a tactician.
right, yeah.
Like, he's thinking about everything. He's always, like, contemplating everything that's going on. It's like, these guys are firing. Who are they? And so everyone else would just be like, oh, enemy firing. Let's go. Let's just run into it. But Captain Winters is a smart man. So he says, well, what are they firing at? What is the nearest thing that they could be possibly firing at? And then he says, well, it's too far for them to be hitting. So why are they giving up their position for that? Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
He's just trying to connect point A to point B in order to understand their tactical decisions. So if he could think like them, you understand where they're coming from, and then he can get ahead of them. It's just smart tactics.
Yeah. He's a smart officer.
He's a super smart officer, and like it's almost it almost kind of makes me feel bad that this show gave Captain Winters so much support and love when there's so many NCOs that deserve the same thing.
Oh, right.
To be an officer and be like, yeah, that's what officers do. We're just the smartest. It's like, no, it's just an individual event. Yeah. It doesn't matter your rank. It doesn't matter your position. Throughout history, there's always been individuals like Captain Winters that have just used their brains and then also happen to have the position to enact that thought power to save people's lives and to make good decisions. Just watch it.
Yes, the
Second on the right. First on the right. Third on the right. Nail the machine gun. Second on the left. First on the left. Wait for my signal.
All right, so once again, now we're jumping back and forth to a very specific tactical decision that we've seen Tyler Gray advise on SEAL Team, and now these guys use in this show is identifying your target.
Right, yeah.
So you get an assault position lined up. If we just get in an assault position and we're all looking at a group of people, we could all accidentally, just by chance, choose the same person.
True, yeah.
So if you just leave it up to chance and like we all decide that, hey, this camera's going to go down, then this guy on the light, like we're going to chop them up center and then work our way outwards, then every one of us shoots one guy. Now this guy is starting to shoot at us, this guy's shooting back, and this guy's shooting back.
They start to disperse or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, he's identifying the targets, knock them all down simultaneously.
Right. You got to hit them all at the same time.
Yeah.
So we've seen that happen in SEAL Team. We've seen people, different shows utilize this correctly. But once again, they're doing it here. Identify your targets beforehand. When you have multiple targets and multiple people, if you start identifying, you're going to put everybody down at the same time, and it increase your chances of surviving and not having people shooting back at you and taking casualties. To me, it's a simple thing, but it's easy to bypass because you could think, oh, we're all in line. I've been there. I've been in Afghanistan. I've been lined up with my crew. Tom was there. My whole team is lined up, literally in an assault position, facing the enemy, knowing those guys are right there. And we just said, there's no way anybody's surviving this.
Yeah.
There's no way. Initiate fire, and we're all just doof, 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 just sending it at these people. And then all of a sudden, I see the aircraft sparkling some runners, some squirters. And nobody else is shifting fire. So I was like, oh, I'm the only one that sees it. So then I start, bam, 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 just shooting these dudes off here. So now you have everybody shooting these guys. I'm shooting these guys over here. Nothing is coordinated. And come to find out that the terrain was just hilly enough that all our bullets shooting at these guys were being protected.
Yeah.
None of us hit those guys.
Damn.
So you have 8 people shooting at 2 guys. They didn't get hit once. So we missed all of them. So if we would have coordinated fire a little better and been able to identify, do you see the guy? Do you know where they're at? Instead of just being like, hey, everybody's online. They're over there. Let's send it. Let's pause and then try to break it down a little bit further. We probably could have just taken them out and we would have been done.
Yeah. I mean, it all goes back to common sense leadership, right? That's kind of common sense, but you overlook it so often that, like this. I had a cadre in, I think, the medic course when I was going through, and he used to say, common sense isn't. And I remember he'd always say it and always piss me off. He's like, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But it's true. It's like common sense isn't common. A lot of people don't apply common sense or just don't use it for one reason or another. But as a leader, that's one of the most important things you can do is, does this make common sense? Just like identifying your targets. Common sense would say, yeah, everybody pick a target and go from there.
Go on the red smoke.
So before the scene even starts, like, Lieutenant Winters is looking around and he's like, go on the red smoke. And he takes a look back and to look at the eyes of his people. And if you watch the intro to this episode, the actual veterans from the show that it's about, from, what was it, C Company?
Easy Company?
Easy Company. The actual veterans from Easy Company are saying, like, you have to know your men. And I think that's what it's tying into here is, he's looking at his men and he's seeing their reactions to what they're about to do.
Yeah.
And he's seeing all nerves. He's seeing ticks. Not that his people are being cowards by any means.
One guy's like grabbing his lip.
He's grabbing his lip, pulling on his lip. The other guy's like got the deer in the headlights look. And he's saying, okay, the guys are in a position of fear right now. They're nervous. They're worried. And then look what he does. And it changes his approach to this attack.
You know what's crazy though is they're fixing bayonets. That's a situation. If you're putting bayonets on, that means you're getting real up close and personal.
You're about to go do some stabby.
I would be the same way. I'd be like, oh. Like you're putting a knife on your gun to go stabby, like you said. Like,
I'd be the same way. I'm scared, dude.
He's like, you ready to go? I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Nah, man.
They got bayonets too. I don't want to get stuck.
I'd rather just shoot from afar and try to win that gunfight.
See that hill back there? Let's go back there and just shoot at them.
No, wait! Wait for the signal!
Dude, I love that scene.
That is the definition of leading from the front.
Exactly.
Right there. He took the situation by the balls basically and just took off. It's like,
Yeah.
I know you guys are afraid.
Yep.
You're frightened right now. I'm going to lead the charge.
Yeah, and it's not that he's not scared. He's just identifying what needs to happen. He's looking at his men, and if he looked at his men and they're all charged up, foaming at the mouth, ready to just go and attack, all right, well, let them do their thing. Let them loose. Now it's your chance to say, go, boys, and they'll go attack. But I don't care how brave your men are. I don't care if they're in Delta, SEAL Team 6, Green Berets, Rangers, infantry. There's going to be times when they're the hunters, and there's going to be the times when they feel like the prey. And when they feel like, I've been there myself, when you feel like the prey, it's hard to charge it up. But then there's times when you feel like the hunter, and you can't lose. You're the alpha. You're the attacker.
I'm so charged right now.
Yeah. Boner. You war boner. Sometimes you get war boners.
Yeah, war boner. It's okay.
So when he identifies that, hey, right now they're not in that attack mode, he says, then it. I will show them what I want them to do and have them follow me. And this happened in Afghanistan. My first trip is we started taking mortar rounds. And I remember the mortuary fair. So I had the sergeant major in the back of the car. Typical, I'm driving him around. Mortuary round comes in. Boom! Mortuary affairs building explodes. I know that guy, and he lives in that building. My job primarily is to protect my sergeant major. That's my job. I was his personal security attachment. And I was like, Sergeant Major, there's your barrier. Get in there. Now my primary mission is complete. Now I could break off to go do a secondary. So I leave his ass, and I take off running. And I'm going towards the mortuary affairs building to go pull that dude out of there because I know it's nighttime. He lives in there. His hut's in there. His living quarters. He was in there.
Yeah.
And thank God he wasn't. So I run up. I jump over the T-walls, the like 10-foot concrete barrier. Get in there, and I run in, and it's all smoke because this insulation from that mortuary affairs building is burning. We're choking out. And luckily, as I'm going in and I'm choking on it, this dude, God bless that motherfucker, I don't know who he was, but he was knee deep in black smoke. Like, I'm choking trying to get in. This motherfucker comes out of that.
Jeez.
And it was black, dude. And all of a sudden, there's a human in front of me, and he's like, he's not in there. And I was like, thank God. All of us last night, like, went to grab a drink, and then there was just, like, as we were walking in, there was karaoke. And so we're like, oh, shit. I guess we're doing this. I don't sing karaoke. I will never stand up and sing karaoke.
It's like your one phobia is karaoke.
I have a phobia of karaoke. I'm afraid, terrified. I will not do it. So Abel went up and picked a song for Kurt. And so they're like, Kurt, come up. And he was like, what the f-? Didn't even tell him what song it was. Ended up being Wonderwall.
By Oasis, yeah.
By Oasis. So as soon as Kurt gets up, of course, Abel and I got to go support our boy. So we grab our drinks and we walk up to the front table in front of him. And as much as I hate singing and I'm the worst fucking singer you'll ever hear on your fucking life, we sang the whole song at the top of our lungs in this tiny little white trash bar. And we owned that bitch when you had that song.
It was awesome, man.
It was fun.
Just be tough.
Showed up in boots. Room in their black tie.
Oh, shit.
Fire! Okay, buddy. Oh my God.
Yeah, you fucked up, Private.
Send for Lieutenant Welsh.
Stay awake on me. Stay awake on me, Moose. Here, look at my eyes. Several Lieutenant Wells, now! Okay.
This is worst case scenario.
Yeah, friendly fire right there.
You know, friendly fire is worst case scenario, but unfortunately, war is hell, and war happens. It happens.
It does. Whew, that's
a tough one. But word on the street is that one of my Bravo classmates and friends was found with 5.56 in him.
Yeah, that's not
It's not good. It's not fun. It's not something we want to talk about or think about. But it's war and it happens. So what are you gonna do? Hate the guy that did it? He didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
When you try to mitigate it as much as you can, you know, that's why you have, you know, procedures for situations like this. But you know, it happens.
Shit
and
happens.
a lot of that happened back in the day is why we have those procedures today.
Yep.
So.
Kimmel, did you defend this area? Sure.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Bill. Don, come here, look at this. Come here, look at this.
Jesus.
That reminds me of SUT trying to take a piss with all your snivel gear on.
Oh my God.
Dude, you got one button to get through the pants, and then you got to swim for the hole for that first layer, and then you got to open that up. It's like doing surgery.
And it's cold, so
cold as-
it's just
Your
like,
penis is about 3/4 of an inch long, and you got to spread that one, and then you got to find the last
wind up
layer of
just pissing
swivel
on
gear.
yourself anyways.
You got to do the pull, and then the finger find to get the opening for your next layer of swivel, and then pull that one. When it's cold, we're trying to pull it through 3 layers of snivel.
Trying to stretch it.
You're trying to, you're just grabbing your little tiny, and you're trying to pull it through all those layers, because if you don't get it outside of those layers, you're gonna piss all over your pants. And guess what happens to liquid in freezing? It gets colder. So the last thing you want to do is piss all over yourself, and then just have your whole crotch be freezing.
So for those that don't know, in the military, snivel gear is cold weather gear.
Cold weather
So
gear.
you got multiple layers on that you're told that you probably shouldn't have on in case you got to move, or meaning in case you got to go somewhere else, you get too hot. And they used to call him and I the Snivel Kings because we didn't give a
All of it's
whenever it
going
got
on.
cold, we were putting everything on.
All of it's
Anytime
going
we
on.
stopped, I put on every jacket, every fleece, every
Me too.
piece of any gear that I had, I was putting on. We put extra pockets on the outside of our rucks
For more
just so we
snivel.
could carry more snivel gear.
Yep, because I
it was
hate
so
being cold.
Me too. That was
I'm
miserable.
Californian. He's a Floridian. We are not used to being cold. And so every chance I got, I had the thin layer, and then the thick layer over there, and then another thick layer if I
Yeah.
could, and then my pants. So a Snivel King is going to be doing a whole lot of finger to find my tiny little...
Lieutenant, you're a godsend. What's the situation?
I heard you guys are coming in. There was an ammo dump, so here.
Is it just you guys in the 101st?
Looks like. What hit you, fellas?
Everything.
Tigers.
Pause. The Jimmy Kimmel, dude.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, go back. I didn't even see that.
Jimmy Kimmel dropping off the ammo.
Are you
I
serious?
saw this. I was like, look at
Oh, it's Jimmy Kimmel.
And Jimmy Kimmel is just doing a lieutenant doing a quick ammo dump.
Roger, what do you got? What do you got?
Look at him.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, yeah.
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh damn,
There he is.
that's wild.
Fucking the late night show host just dropping off ammo.
Hey, everybody got to start somewhere.
Dude, he's so famous right now for some completely other
He
than
does not
acting.
even do acting. Yeah,
Oh, he's just a TV host.
that's wild.
Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are terrible at asking you to like and subscribe. I know every YouTube channel asks you to like and subscribe, but we're watching. So if you hit that like button, even if it goes up by 1, we appreciate you. And if you don't want to do that, or if you want to be seen more than that, the best thing you could do to be seen on a YouTube channel, for all you viewers, comments.
Oh, for sure.
Because we're reading them. You got 3 people on this channel, all 3 separately reading your comments and either replying or laughing or just getting a chuckle out of it or liking it, or sometimes I'll like pin them when they're really funny.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like, Kurt's really, someone was like hitting on you in the comment section. They were like in a super gay way, like legit Kurt's hot or something. I was like, yes.
That's hilarious.
And I pinned that one to the top because that one's really funny. So if you want to make an impact on any of your channels, favorite YouTube channels, not just ours, if we are, thank you so much, but any of your YouTube channels that you really like, trust me, as a creator, the comments go way further than you think.
For sure.
If they like it or don't, trust me, they're reading it and they really appreciate the engagement. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys on the next one.
And we're off.
Abel acts like he's